We are back, the Deeply Opinionated podcast. I don't know, it's been a little minute, but we are back. No, it was a regular 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was a regular 2 weeks.
I don't know why it felt longer. Yeah, it's a regular 2 weeks.
It's been a lot going on, though.
Right, it has been a lot going on. But yes, we are back. This is the episode where we talk about the little Fizz, Omarion, and April situation. We've had conversations in pre-production about this, and we disagree about a few things. But I think we came to on agreement somewhat. Yeah. But yeah, so if you don't know, if you've been under a rock and you don't have social media and don't watch TV, of course, Lil Fizz is now dating April, which used to be Omarion's girl, but is also Omarion's baby mother. And now Fizz and Omarion, of course, they was in B2K together, so everybody feels like what April and Fizz are doing is foul because of the relationship of the group and everything else.
It just makes her look kind of loose, just in a sense. But like, of course, you're free to do. Obviously, you're free to do whatever you want. But it brings attention, unwanted attention, somewhat. And I believe as women, we're always looked at a little closely with like a fine-tooth comb. Mm-hmm. We can't do the things that men can do as freely, or we shouldn't do. So I believe that people kind of side-eyeing her because it looks strange. Like, but I mean, I guess if we just look at it like they're co-workers, then, it can change the outlook. But when you look at it like family, like we thought that they were, or we assumed that they are this close-knit group because we seen them when they were working so young together, and then they grew up, and it's like, that's family. Like, that's that man's brother. Like, how do you date that man's brother? But it's really not that way.
At all. Like, I don't think people realize the whole B2K run was 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Think about the friends you had 20 years ago. Do you still have them today?
Not all of them.
Right. So, like, it's like people we make the assumption that because they were in a group when they were 15 years old, that they have this bond that can't be broken. And the love is so deep. No, it's a lot of people in the industry who are put together. They're not even like a group. Like, the industry puts them together. Yeah. Like, think about how many times Destiny Child changed. That was business.
They was trying to find a good fit. Right.
They was trying to find a good fit. So it's like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them girls, come on, it's women. Like, come on, they wasn't liking each other.
Right.
There's a whole YouTube run of Beyonce in interviews with Destiny Child, and she can't hide her thoughts. Right. So it's all over her face when one of the other groups
didn't like
say some crazy stuff. Huh?
She didn't like Farrah, I think, but she loved Kelly. She loved Michelle. I don't think she liked.
What was the girls talking about? Oh, you got to get on a flight.
Yeah, that was Farrah.
And she couldn't she didn't have her luggage.
She didn't have her luggage. Yeah, she was
like, it's better if you go home than it is. Yeah, I'm no luggage.
Stay here with you. Shout out to the Virgos.
They had a performance that night. Like,
listen, life is life, sis.
Yeah.
It's time for you to go.
But I said at this age, man, people assume that people are the best of friends. Like, think about the group City High. Like, if you remember City High, like,
I don't know. I think we're telling our age. We're talking about City High.
I'm not ashamed of my age. I made it. I'm here. I don't look my age. That's all we need to worry about.
Ah, that's funny.
So
yeah, she definitely dated both men.
She dated both men.
Both.
And
they were really close though.
Right. She's messing with Wyclef too.
But she had no loyalties. I guess she said, look, I go with whatever works with me.
She said, I want the band members and the producer. Everybody gets it.
She wanted to see what worked. And you see,
and she's so fine.
Where she is now. Like, what is she doing, I wonder?
I don't know. Last time I seen her, she was on a reality show.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, man, so I don't know about Miranda, but in this whole Fizz Marion situation, I've been in every spot of that situation. So I've been the person who could have dated an old friend's girl or old associate's girl. I've been the friend trying to convince another friend that he shouldn't do that because what they had. I've been the guy who was backstabbed by the friend trying to holler. So I've been in all of these situations. So it's like,
Right.
I think I have like, I don't know, because to me it's like people have a weird thing with possession of people.
Right. Right.
So it's
I
like
mean,
if
to an extent, yeah.
if you moved on to a new situation, right? If you moved on to a new situation or you're done with somebody, y'all break up, it's over with, right? I don't think really people are really done when they break up because you should be at a point, just in my personal opinion, when you break up with somebody, you should be done. Like you shouldn't break up with somebody because it's fun to do and you know you're gonna get back together in a week.
But so here's my thing, like how, like if you really truly care about somebody and you break up with that person because you no longer mesh, your feelings don't turn on and off like water. I mean, you're still gonna have some feelings there, even though you know it's not somebody you want to necessarily be with. So it's like if you hear something going on, you may feel some type of way. That doesn't necessarily mean you want to be with that person. It just may mean that there are some lingering feelings there that you have to work through to get to a point where you no longer care at all. Like, how true are your feelings if when you really break up with somebody, like you done, like, oh, I don't even see you no more. I'm like, like, that's awesome if you can do that, but that's not normal.
I think it is normal if you take the aspect of being done. If you
right, but when people are sometimes people, okay, so take for instance some people who are dating and they walk away not because of a bad situation, but because they know like they may not want to have kids and the other person does. You still have feelings for that person,
right? But there's a difference between caring and then caring about who they're dating.
Well, that's but different. The care is still there. So but you're saying you done.
Those are two different cares, though. Like I care about your well-being. I don't want you to die. I want you to be healthy.
Right.
I want you to live and have a happy life.
Right.
But I'm not mad because you're dating Michael.
On. Right, but
that's not care anymore. I think that's me possessing you.
Okay, but the care can also be like, okay, well, we broke up and we're done, and then a week later you're with somebody else. Even though we're done, it's like side eye, like, oh, word, okay, like you don't have to throw nothing, say nothing to them, but I think you would look at that some type of way, just a little bit. I would.
You may side eye, but I just feel like when I just me personally, like and I don't like saying this, like it's not like I'm bragging or something, but I've always been the dumper.
Word.
I've never been dumped.
Word.
So I don't take pride in that because all of those situations I gave an effort.
Right.
For it to not be over.
Right.
But I just know when I get to a certain point
that you're good.
I'm good.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've been there before. Like, I think as I've gotten older, before I got in the last relationship, but like I was done. Like we broke up and I was good. Like I had no feelings. Like I didn't want to be with them. I didn't care what they did. I wished them well. I think it's possible, but I think a lot of times like that it doesn't always happen like that.
Right.
Right. But like sometimes you just be like, I'm super straight. Like
because to me it's like Fizz said that him and Omarion they didn't went the whole tour without speaking. Now imagine.
That's crazy though. That's teaching.
Dance rehearsals, stage rehearsals, dress rehearsals, going through the steps, getting all that shit.
But how petty do you have to be
at all the entire tour?
How petty do you have to be?
You're not friends.
Right, but that takes effort to literally not even say hello. Like that takes serious effort. Like y'all both petty.
Right, but this at the same time, it just shows you how...
And it shows you that there's an issue there.
Yeah, it shows you that just because niggas is in a group together...
And Omarion feels some type of way, apparently. He ain't saying nothing that passive-aggressive.
I mean, but in the entertainment industry, you can't lose. You can't win for losing. Because if you don't say nothing...
it's very stand-up.
The narrative can be creative for you. So if you're not saying anything at all... then you let the people create the narrative.
Right, but I do feel like people respect the fact that he ain't saying a word and he's just letting it go. Like, it is what it is. But I feel like, if we were to know really what was going on behind the scenes, we would realize that he ain't not saying nothing. It's just that he's just not...
He's just not going to Twitter with it.
Exactly.
So, all right.
Because, she says that when they're in court, he says, he's talking a different tune.
Yeah,
like
because
they, you know,
that's the place to talk about it.
Well, yeah.
Can't nothing get resolved on Twitter. Can't nothing get resolved on Instagram. So when we in court talking about,
but if you don't mind or if you don't care that I moved on, then don't try to make. Don't be in court trying to make.
Let's not.
Does he care?
Because
I don't know.
Let's not. We can't give. I told you that's about definites. We can't give a definite just because he's not speaking. Like that doesn't mean a certain thing. It could mean anything. We just don't.
I agree.
Don't know.
I agree, but I'm just saying. Okay, so you care. So then if you do care, then are you doing this to spite me?
But you also can't say that he's. Hey, she's fucking Lil Fizz in court. Like, we can't say that he's saying that.
But that's what she said on one of the episodes.
Yeah, but it's April, though.
Yeah, but I mean, she said that's what was happening in court. I have to take it at face value,
No, you don't, because of Mario's not defending
So I gotta
herself.
believe that she lying?
You don't believe anything, because you really don't give a fuck. So
I mean, I really don't, but we obviously gotta believe it a little bit, because, I mean, you know, this is fake.
You just stay optimistic the whole way.
Oh, my. I don't know about that.
You got to, because, first of all, it's a show.
Facts, we know all of this is fake, but I mean,
right.
I want to choose a side. It's fun.
I think it's more fun to stay optimistic because you get to dance on both sides. You get to see both sides.
Okay, I'm gonna try it
perspective
next episode.
Interesting to me, but yeah, man, I like. Okay, now this is one thing that where a lot of niggas fuck up, right?
Okay.
A lot of niggas. They tell their homeboys, right?
Yeah.
She ain't nothing, man. That's
right.
That's my little side joint.
Right.
When you really love her.
I need y'all to stop doing that.
Right, nigga, you need to stop doing that. A lot of dudes do that, bro. A lot of dudes do that. Will try to make it seem like the girl ain't shit, which is corny.
Super.
It's super corny. If you care about somebody, it's super corny to try to make it seem like you don't care about them.
Right.
To your niggas, that's super corny. If you care. Be a man and say you care. And if they're your real homies, they're gonna respect the fact that you care.
Right.
But don't try to make it where you say I don't give a fuck about shorty, fuck her, she a side chick. And then when one of your mans tear her down, then you texting her like, I heard about yeah, nah.
It's too
that's
much.
Super corny. So if that's part of the shit that's going on. I went through that in college, right? And it's my nigga. He gonna see this. He gonna laugh because don't nobody know but me and him. But we in the gym, we hooping, right? And my phone was going crazy. And I told him, I was like, yo, see who that is on my phone, like whatever. So he saw it was a text message from a certain female. He read the text message, and then he started reading more.
Oh.
So, mind you, I'm not paying attention to him reading my text messages.
Right.
I'm still hooping. But, like, after 2-3 plays, I'm looking for him like, yo, who was that? But I turn and look at him, he's gone. So I was like, that's weird. Finish hooping, whatever. So then I pick up my phone, and when I open my phone, it was where... And that's the flip, showing how old we are.
Right.
I open the phone, and I'm looking, and I'm like,
this ain't new.
This nigga was reading my text messages.
Right.
So I'm putting two and two together, like, this is a shorty who you made it seem like you ain't care about, and it was nothing. Now you find out she texted me, you ran and left the gym and hit her up immediately, cussing her out. That's corny.
Corny.
You can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't
stop.
And I think that's crazy that a lot of dudes do that because I've seen it happen. I've seen it break up crews.
Right, absolutely.
Like, you can't, if you care about somebody, it's okay to say that you care about that person.
You're not gonna lose your cool points.
You're not gonna lose your cool points. Like, it's okay to care about people. A lot of dudes be like, nah, that's just a little side joint. That ain't nothing. Nah, it is something.
Meanwhile,
you crying.
They crying on your shoulder. Telling you all the secrets. Like,
bruh.
Enough.
Bruh. I've been in situations where I don't know if I want to tell that one. But I've been on every side of those. I've been on every side of those. It's weird. Like,
so it's only okay if you are associates or less.
I mean, it's dynamics to every relationship, but I feel like I feel like this is when it's foul, right? This is when it's foul. Like if my man's, right?
Okay.
And I know this is your shorty, and I know how you care about her, and y'all break up, and then I try to talk to her later. That's foul. I think that's foul for a man to do. Some people may think that's okay. I wouldn't do that. Some people may say it's okay if he dated a girl right now, right? And then in 2027, you know, he's moved on, he's married somebody else, got kids.
Right.
And then this is your man's, but he come back across your ex.
Right, years later.
10 years later, while you done already married and moved on and had kids and happy and everything over here, and they meet and they ain't found nobody yet, and they click at that age at that time. If you married and got kids over here, you shouldn't be concerned about nothing that they do.
Do you think it would be weird though a little bit?
It may be weird, but life is weird. It's weird that we get up every day and go to work. That's weird. There's a lot of weird shit that we do.
Here you go,
bro. You know much. Listen, do you know how much weird shit we do? We do a lot of weird shit.
I will agree, but I mean, I think that's the reason why people are hesitant, because they don't want it to be awkward, or that's why people get so riled up, rather, because it's like awkward, and now they have to like deal with something that they don't necessarily want. Because for a lot of people, when they're done dealing with their ex, like they don't want to see their ex in common company, like.
Yeah, but that's why I put the timestamp on it, because like, okay, if you just broke up and y'all been broke up for a year and now your man's is dating your girl, that's still a little fresh, that's still a little close. But if you done moved on through life and you done found a man and you married,
I'm married,
and then your man's talked to your ex from 10 years, she's not even the same woman no more.
She look alike though. She ain't changed her look.
This 12 years later, she done matured. She ain't the same person you dated 12 years ago.
And so you don't even feel like a conversation or anything is necessary.
Yeah, a conversation may happen.
Okay.
But I don't feel like
a conversation might be necessary.
I don't feel like the man's should
ask for permission.
No, that too. But I don't feel like the other dude should be like, nah, I don't want you to date her.
But what if he does? What does that mean?
That means that's corny, because.
And you don't want me to be happy.
So how would your wife feel? How would your wife feel if she knew that you still care about who dates your ex?
So would she feel like you still like her, or would she feel like...
Of course a woman would think that. Mm-hmm. Of course a woman would think that.
Hold on, you're not a woman. Let me think if I would be bothered.
I've dated them all my life. You just been you your whole life.
You right. Don't do that, though. Don't do me like that. I'm tired of you. So,
I've dealt with all different type of minds.
Yeah, I probably would be like, why you worried about,
Yeah.
Sally?
Yeah. Nah, man, because that's foul, but he shouldn't be doing that. Then what you gonna say?
Well, let's see if is Sally available. You and Sally need to be together.
See?
You and Sally need to holler at each other.
That's what I'm saying,
I mean,
man.
Yeah, it would be kind of weird a little bit, I guess. Like, why if you really bother, like, if it's just like, oh, that's awkward. Like, I don't want to, especially if like, let's say y'all broke up because of something weird or awkward, like that happened. Like, you don't really want to. I guess it just really would depend, but it would be awkward either way.
Yeah, but
I think the awkwardness would just be the situation. I think I would be like,
life is awkward as
like
fuck.
I think honestly, like me, all my exes, we all cool. Maybe except one, maybe, but we all cool.
You sure you're in a Libra?
I know, right? I get along with Libra super well. I don't know. I think that I would be cool with seeing my exes like with somebody that I know. Like I hope y'all happy, because I want all of my exes to be happy and move on. So you could don't worry about me.
This is my thing, right?
But now my best friend, that's something different. Like my best friend, I want her to be happy, but she could never talk to anybody I've ever. My best friend. Mm-hmm. That's off. We off limits on that period. Like I don't care how long it's been. I don't want period. Now, nobody you done never.
I've never been in a situation where. Now I have been in situations where a girl was who was dating one of my friends was also trying to holler at me too.
See.
And I'm like, yo, relax.
Right.
Cause I'll go tell him like.
Not a problem.
No problem. I said,
not a problem.
I said, relax.
Yeah.
Cause I'll tell him, but she didn't relax, and I told him,
and he got mad
and it flipped on me.
See, that's how they do. Why do they do that? Why do they always?
It's the fragile male ego, bro. Because men, listen, that's why Dame Dash, right? he always says it's better to be around women, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're around a bunch of men, men are born to be competitive. So whether subconsciously or consciously, they're going to compete around each other, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's good competition or it could turn to bad competition.
Yeah.
You know, where niggas could start snaking niggas.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's a lot of times, like, as a man, like, it's niggas who wanted to mess with chicks that I mess with just so they can say, oh, if he could get her, I could get her too.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so it's like, that's an ego thing. So men are just it's different in those things. But it's like, if you already an insecure male and I come tell you that, yo, your shorty trying to holler at me,
Mm-hmm.
if you already look at me as a higher level than you, now what does that do to your ego?
Right.
That the girl that you like is going behind your back trying to holler at your friend.
Yeah.
What does that do for your ego? What does that do for a male's feelings in those moments?
Right.
So that's why it comes back to me, because it's aggression now. You're mad, you're angry, but who can you put that on? You gonna go crazy on the girl? Gonna beat the girl?
Right.
No, you go to a
right.
man.
Right.
So if that aggression becomes that, so
Right.
that's why I could perfectly see why it happened like that. But I learned a lesson from that. Yo.
So next time you say nothing.
I don't know. I may try a different approach.
Right. Okay. Because like that is kind of crazy. I mean, yeah. But it does always happen like that. They always get upset. Women too. Women get upset sometimes.
I've spared niggas before.
Ooh.
Niggas I didn't like.
See.
You know what I'm saying?
You get a crown for that one.
I just try to stay solid on all aspects. Like, it's just like, nah, that'll be foul if I did it. I don't have no loyalty to nobody. I could do it. But sparing niggas.
I've never been in that situation. Period. I mean, I think, like I told you, when I was way younger, because I wasn't doing what somebody else was doing, like, I got dumped.
Yeah.
But, it wasn't like, it was more so like we weren't that close, but I did feel some type of way a little bit, like, damn, but I had been in like a situation where I didn't know two guys were friends, and I like went on a date with both of them, and I found out later, and I was like, oh, like my thing is, I don't feel like I don't feel like
you see
stuff like that happens, and I think it makes it awkward in a sense, but it's like if you really genuinely didn't know that these two people were friends, then it's like, how can you be looked at differently or blamed or whatever? I think dudes know these things, especially me, because I'm about mine. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like guys is excited to go on a date with me, so they definitely telling their friends. You feel me? So you done told your homeboy that you went on a date with me, and then months later or years later, because it was like years later, we go on a date. Like, you knew that, and you went back and said something, and then you still went on a date with me. Like, so who's wrong here?
Nobody.
Nobody's wrong, but you're wrong. If there is somebody to be wrong, he's wrong, and I'm not. Because if you knew, because it's always got to be somebody wrong.
With your ass, yeah, because it's always a definite.
Because like, if you knew and you purposefully went out on a date with me knowing that I went out with your homeboy, so if you know.
But what does that mean? You went on a date with his homeboy?
That's what I'm saying.
Years ago.
Because they made it bigger to me. They made it bigger to me than it was supposed to be. To me, I didn't even think it was that big of a deal. But then when we really...
Fragile male ego.
There we go.
That's what I'm telling you.
They are extra. Men are different. Y'all need hugs in the morning and hugs right before bed.
If you went on a date...
Just a date, y'all. Just a date,
if you went on a date with him 2 years ago, and now you going on a date, the other nigga just feel like, okay, I went on a date, I ain't get the ass.
Right.
Now my man's is about to get the ass. It's just like stupid ego shit. It's like...
There you go.
That's what it is. It's like...
Wow. Like, I didn't get a chance.
Care, like, if I ask my man, like, yo, you know Shorty? And he like, yo, we went on a date like 2 years ago, but ain't nothing happened. Oh, we good money. Good money, appreciate it.
Right. What's the awkwardness?
And you shouldn't even be worried about that now.
Right. But when you are worried about it,
Why are you worried about it now? Because if you are worried about it right now, y'all went on a date 2 years ago.
You
that's
hold
just
on
your
some
ego.
anger. Yeah,
That's just ego.
You're right.
It ain't
That's
even
ego.
anger. It's ego.
It's ego. Okay, so it's just pure ego.
It's pure ego. It's
okay.
pure ego.
And sadness because you didn't get a chance to. You didn't get a chance to be.
Yeah, it's that. That's all it is. That's all
y'all
it
petty.
is, man. That's all
Men
it
are
is.
petty.
That's all.
Nah, I'm not gonna say are. Some of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Petty.
Mm-hmm.
Super.
Yeah, I seen some stuff, man. I've seen some stuff. I seen some people like. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about this female. Like, when I was in college, this girl used to leave out the bed with her man, right? Go to her friend's house, right? Take a shower at her friend's house. Well, no, she took a shower before she left, right? Go over to her friend's house, change cars with her friend. Now she's in her friend's car. She drives to my nigga house to sleep with him, right? Leaves him, goes back to the friend's house.
Swap cars.
Takes a shower.
Oh.
Takes a shower, gets back in her car to go get back in the bed with her boyfriend.
Crafty.
I watched this happen. It was my roommate. I watched this happen over and over and over again. I'm like, bruh, like,
what is wrong?
like I've been the friend.
So were they in an open relationship or was he just being dogged? Because it sounded like it was open.
The nigga was just being dogged. That's how she was cheating. She was doing all of that to cheat. She was doing all of that to cheat. I'm not doing none of that to cheat, bro. I'm not taking 2 showers.
3.
2. She took one before
you
she
said
left.
one before she came. No, one before she got there. Then when she got there, she took a shower.
No.
Oh no. Okay.
One for the night.
One for the night.
To go. And then one to come back.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Dang. She was clean about it though. She said you ain't gonna know.
Yeah, because she didn't want to smell like sex when she got
Right.
back in the bed with her man.
She did. She went the extra mile.
She at the full mile. Bruh, we had to drop a girl out the second story window, out the back window. Because
the lengths y'all go to not get caught.
Because her boyfriend was at the front door.
Yo.
And he wouldn't leave. She was like, just drop me out the back window. So we had her. I had one arm, but my roommate had the other arm. And we like, yo, shorty, that's a long drop.
And the fact that she was ready to risk it all.
She was like, let me go.
To not get caught.
She was like, let me go. Yo, we dropped her. She hit that air conditioner so hard, bro. I tell you, we thought she was dead. She hopped right up. I'm alright. Yo, we cried laughing for 30 minutes. Like, yo, we got to relax.
Y'all have got to stop it.
I'm in the bed
She could have
sleep.
stood in the bathroom.
I'm in
she
the
could have
bed
sat in the
sleep,
tub and done anything else.
No, he wouldn't leave, bro. He wouldn't leave. Like, he knew she was there. Like, he would not leave.
Wow.
And we was just going to jump him, but she was like, nah, don't
hurt him.
Don't hurt him. She was like, I'm going to leave, and then I'm going to call him from where I'm at to show him I'm not here. So that's what she did.
He going to have to check her back for that bruise, the AC bruise.
Right. She hit that air conditioner. Boom. He's like, oh, shit. You straight? I'm all right. She hobbled down the grass in the back of the apartments, bro. Listen, man, I done seen some shit, bro. People ain't shit.
For real.
There's a lot of people who ain't shit, bro.
For real. No, they are. Shit. I mean, yeah, I definitely seen some stuff, too. Like,
I done seen some shit.
I'm out my business, though.
I done seen some shit.
Because
I can't say too much because niggas know who niggas is and niggas can put pieces of shit together.
Right, that's why you know. But yeah, like, I mean, I know. I got a homeboy who I don't even get to know the women he with because I see somebody different every time he with.
Oh, see, I can't do that. That's too much.
I don't even try to get to know. I just hello to everybody because I don't. You know, I mean, I know the main girl, but
and you know everybody else is temporary, so you don't even waste your time.
I don't even. And I just treat everybody the same because it's not my business, you know. I feel like she's aware in a sense, but I don't know. I could just be. You know, because I like things to be definite, right? Yeah. But I mean, I think she might know. But you know, some women are okay with that as long as things are done, handled. You know, some women are okay with that. I mean,
I think okay with it is a stretch. I think they're accepting
or accepting of it.
I mean, know if they're okay.
There's some women who really might be okay with it. Like, I don't care. It ain't bothering me none. You know, if it's not directly affecting me or he, you know.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so like I really think it has to do with like our possession of people, right? I see that meme floating around all the time. Like, I don't have no exes. You know, where it says like the meme says, I don't have an ex. If we don't date, we just don't date no more. You're not an ex. Ex means attachment, some type of
Yeah.
You know, you're still attached to me. Like, no.
Right.
I was dating you, now I'm not dating you.
But
There's
I mean,
not an ex.
there is like, you know, I get all spiritual. But there are like, you know, you do get attachments to people, you know, right? You get attachments to people. So there are some attachments there that you should be, you know, that you release when you break up, but you know, you should be doing some type of detox. I mean, there is some type of attachment there, especially if you are sexually active. Yeah, like
So
I said that, right?
You don't think that you can just mentally detox from somebody?
I think no. Just to save it from sounding back and forth. No. I think that if you are active, that you know there should be some type of purge, because you don't know those attachments until you get to another relationship, and then you realize there's a trauma there, or you know, until you go through a situation and you realize there's an issue there.
But doesn't all that happen in the mind? Because the process is the mind.
The process is the mind, but the spirit and the soul and the body are all different, and they all need.
It's all controlled by the mind, though.
You always do this to me, and I'm just. How you do? What you do?
That's why I talk about.
I don't feel like it's all the mind, though. I don't.
This is why I talk about the myth of the heart.
Okay.
There is no heart. The only thing that your heart does in your chest is pump blood throughout your body. We separate. My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes.
Okay.
There is no heart.
Okay.
Everything's just your mental thoughts. There is no separate heart that feels for you. Everything is mental.
Well, the brain is broken up to sensory. Well, you know.
Yeah, but the heart, the myth of the heart, love and heart and the shape.
But that's because I mean, yeah, of course, because that's just emotion.
Right.
You know, that's
and
just
that's all in your brain.
Your brain, yes.
So there is no heart. The myth of the heart. My heart. In my heart, I feel like no.
You
in your
can't
brain,
get your heart
like,
transplanted and then therefore still have the feelings of someone else. So there's a heart that has a memory.
That can happen with any lung or any organ.
I'm not. No,
yes,
I don't.
Yes.
We'll talk about that later. We're not about that. We'll move on.
The transfer of any organ is
we'll
not just
move
the heart.
because I don't want to do this right now. So back to the topic of April and Fizz and them.
I was saying that to say it's just like our possession of people.
Yeah.
Like we feel like, you know, we own them in some way, or not own
Absolutely.
them, but it's like a you know, I have the
That's
right
mine.
to control
Yeah.
what's happening with them from some aspects. So if I see them now dating someone who I felt like I was cool with or close with, I feel like I have the power to voice my opinion about their situation.
Yeah.
When their situation shouldn't affect me, because we're done. I feel like if that still affects me, I still care. Why do you still care? That's what you need to be exploring.
Right. Well, you know, some people just, you know, haven't tapped into the ability to just cut their emotions off immediately. Some people need time to get over people. That's why you hear the word closure a lot. And sometimes people feel the need to have closure, which I don't feel is necessary. Because if you aren't trying to fix it, what are we talking about? If we aren't trying to make it work. But I feel like when you are, just to go back, I feel like when you are dealing in a relationship with someone who has had close ties with someone, working or otherwise, I feel like you kind of got to tread lightly, because, you know, you don't want to come across as a certain type of person when you're not. But then I guess, you know, that contradicts the fact that you should live in your own truth. So
I feel like my perspective was so lopsided because I have always been the dumper. So I've never been the person who was like still holding on. Like,
right, so you don't always understand that aspect. So, but then it don't even have to mean a baby come back. It could just be like that person was, I missed that person. I just missed the fact that they were here. I just missed the fact that I had, you know, I'm used to the familiarity of having someone there.
See, but
that
that's
can
my
be
thing.
what you miss.
If I still miss you,
okay,
then I feel like we still got something to fight for.
No, not
That's my
necessarily.
opinion. That's my opinion. Like
But
I feel like if I still miss you and I kind of still want you around, there's still something to fight for. It's that
yeah, when you don't have any feelings or they tell you something and you like, okay, like you know,
right, and that's probably
that's probably how you always.
That's where I get to end it.
Okay, that
the
makes
numbness,
perfect sense.
You know what I'm saying? The numbness. I don't care anymore. I don't want to talk. I don't want to. I don't care anymore. Like, if you walk out right now, I don't care.
Because I mean, I've been in a relationship where I had to break up with someone because I knew it wouldn't work for our differences, and so it broke. Even though I was sad that I had to do it, I knew I needed to do it because what was the point of holding on to something I knew wouldn't last?
Right.
So, but it was hurtful to me, but I was at peace with it too, if that makes sense. So it's like, you know, even though I was kind of sad about it, I wasn't sad about it because I wanted to be back with that person. I was sad that I had to hurt somebody's feelings because they really, really wanted to be with me, you know? So
I feel like I put forth the effort to make it work so hard.
Yeah, when it's done.
So when it's done, I don't like, and it's bad because there's been people like in front of me crying like let's figure it out, let's work it out, and it's just nothing.
Right.
Like, it's completely like.
And that's when you really know, like, I'm sure.
Right, like I don't even feel bad that you're crying right now.
Right.
Because it's really just crocodile tears. To
right.
Me because
It just seems a lot.
Anything that I've asked you to change.
Yeah.
If you do it now, it's just gonna piss me off. That means you could have been doing it the whole time I was asking. So that's just like, if that doesn't help you.
Right. Is that really
makes
who you are?
You feel worse because
right.
if I was asking you to change these things or do this or be that, and then you don't do it at all, but now it's like it's over with. And you say, I'll do this, I'll do that. Well, now if you could do it then, you could do it the whole time.
Right.
Now it's too late. Now you're just doing this to keep me. That's
right.
not. I want you to just do it naturally, like
right. Just be who you are.
Want to do it, you know.
Right.
So
that makes sense. So all in all, I still think it's weird, but I do think that April and Fizz seem to be happy because I can only guesstimate. I really don't. I guess it don't matter when. I do think that the height thing is a little weird to me. They look a little bit different, but I think she was taller than Omarion too, right? Or no?
They all short. They none of them tall.
They are short, but yeah, she looked like it just looks so. They just look so odd together to me. But hey, they seem happy. Wish them well.
And that's what I'm saying is like,
good luck.
you can't direct people's path just because when something affects you, like you feel bad, like damn, they talking to my friend.
Right.
You need to explore why you feel like, damn, why did that hit you? Why did that damn hit you?
Exactly.
Explore that. Don't go and put that energy on them because something hits you on the inside. Explore why it hits you on the inside.
Because you're regretful.
Are done with that. If you're done with that,
you're regretful that you was done with that. Now you want it back. Or sometimes you just genuinely don't want people to have it. Like, I don't want it, but I don't want you to have it either.
Of people.
What you like you said, possession. So it's like, because I've been in that situation for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like a guy kind of trying to tarnish me or my name because we were broken up and he didn't want me to be with anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some trash behavior.
I've seen that too. I've seen where, a girl break up with a dude and he do everything to sabotage the new situation.
Absolutely.
Everything to sabotage him.
In his power. Like, for real. I mean, it's crazy. And those people like, never mind. Never mind. But yeah, just know that those people never let you go.
Jesus Christ.
I got 2 kids named after me. My name.
How many people tattoo their name on themselves?
Just one. But I got 2 kids named after me. And I have a host.
2 kids named after that's wild. That's different.
Right?
That's super different.
That's
I'm not naming.
Right. I'm like, did you tell why you did I think that's a little disrespectful.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Yeah. That's different.
I definitely do have two little girls.
That's different, bro. Naming.
And they told me, like, I named my daughter after you. And I'm like, that's wow.
That's a little scary.
Hey.
That's a little spooky.
You know, they say.
I don't want nobody. Don't name your child after me.
And please, I don't have to have it. I'm okay without it.
Ever.
The tattoos too. The messages of regret. You know, do you get those? Do you still get those? I haven't gotten it in about a year, maybe 6 months. Why do they do that?
Not really regret. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't. I miss you. I was wrong with it.
You right. Women don't do that. Men do that though.
Y'all just come back like, you hungry?
Or just text like, what's good?
What's good? Oh, I ain't seen you
right,
in a while.
I ain't seen you. Hey, big head.
Women don't say I'm sorry.
Women do say they're sorry and they're wrong. Yes, they do. My bad is I'm wrong, or I heard you is you were right.
Right.
Read between the lines, guys. Gosh.
I heard you. It means you right. What? Man, y'all niggas do not apologize. Like
we do sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
I be like, niggas can be wrong every day. Like,
right. Humans can be wrong.
Humans can be wrong every day. Like we ain't perfect. Right. So there you go. There's your apology.
So heartfelt and just emotional. I feel so blessed that you apologized just now.
You're welcome.
Y'all niggas crazy. But yeah, man, I really just depends. I really feel like people should not, if you're done with a situation, no matter if it's awkward, because life is awkward. Like, the fuck? They give us an hour to eat lunch. That's awkward as fuck.
It is. I mean, we should really be able to go home for a couple hours and come back.
Right. It's like, it's weird. Like, in some countries, they shut down for 4 hours.
Facts.
There's no business.
Because they understand how important
right.
it is to eat with family.
The kids go home for 4 hours, like, to spend time with family. Like, now they're saying that homework is bad.
It is. It should. Why are you giving them homework? They was just at school for 8 hours.
Right.
Like, why do y'all, what haven't you taught?
Crazy.
At this point in time. Like, what?
Crazy.
That's why, I really feel like.
What were these studies when we was doing all that fucking homework?
For real.
Man,
like,
we ain't had no fucking
I feel
Google.
like we should all get together and do our own homeschool. Because these kids.
I ain't had Google.
At all.
I had the big ass encyclopedias in the damn living room. That's what I had.
Okay.
Bruh,
and
it's
that's
different.
it.
These niggas now can buy a whole paper online.
Yeah. Or hire somebody to write it for you.
Jesus
Even
Christ.
better.
And we have to write our shit.
Yeah. Or if you did do it on the computer, it had to be a certain way. And don't do it wrong. Your teacher would tear it up, throw it away.
Right, and then the computer.
They give you laptops now in class, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like an online. Them niggas get online courses and can check their stuff online and all that.
Blackboard. Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Amazing.
But yeah, man, I really just think it boils down. We cannot control people's happiness, right? If people make a decision to be with each other and they're happy and they're doing it for the right reasons because they really like each other, it may be awkward, it may be difficult, but you shouldn't get in the way of other people's happiness, man. If that's what makes them happy.
Yeah, I think
focus on why it don't make you happy.
Yeah, I do think you got to get around out of your own feelings and let people just do what they. Because I mean, essentially, they're gonna do it anyway. Mm-hmm. But I think it does boil down to you really just having your own feelings about it and want things to go the way you want them to go. Mm-hmm. When you see your ex or whatever maybe flourishing with somebody that you may know, like they're too comfortable for you. When actuality they're their own person. Like, I mean, but when kids are involved, it becomes tricky. I do think that there's a level of respect that should remain when you have children, because you can't just be out here having your kids in everybody's house and in everybody's face. Like,
that's true.
You got to be careful with that.
But I think a lot of times that's used as a crutch too. Sometimes to a lot of women.
Kids are being molested out here and things are happening to people that kids know. That's the thing. Like, it don't always happen with strangers.
By family, right? Not strangers.
Uncle Fizz.
Yeah.
I mean, Uncle Fizz not doing that, y'all. But I'm just saying, I had to clear that up.
There she just threw Fizz under the bus.
I know, but I didn't mean it like that, Uncle Fizz.
Come on, now, Fizz a good.
Fizz seems like a good guy, but he likes skin.
But that's one thing Monique always says, that he's a good father.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Like, I don't want to put him in that light at all. That's definitely not the case.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you worried about the kids, if you worried about the kids, if they was already cool, it was already.
Right, but I mean, like I always say to
barbecues,
you, right, but I believe that it just becomes, you get like, it's different. I can look at you in one light when it's like, oh, you best friend, oh, you little sister. Now I got to look at you in a different light when you like significant other, because it becomes.
No. Trust me, when they was best friends, in the Marion's mind, they fucking.
Bet.
I'm telling you, I'm a man. The male ego, best friends. Nah, I got my eye on that. He wasn't like accepting the fact, oh, they're just best friends. No, as a man, he had his eye on the whole thing.
Right. But I mean, you know, it does make you look at them a little bit differently when now it's like, oh, y'all significant others. It's like, okay, now I'm looking at you in a different light because you're in a different role now. Mm-hmm. Because you can potentially be this person's stepmother, the stepmother of my children. And now, you know, being a best friend, it's like, oh, you can watch the kids. But being a stepmom, now it's like, okay, now you have reign. You know, you may tell my children what to do. You may watch them. They may be in your house. I don't know your personal beliefs. I don't know if we're on the same, if you're going to raise my children the way I prefer them to be raised. Like, the things become important. Those things become important to talk about. And
right, but I think a factor that's removed from that is that if the woman knows that this man is a good father, why does she think that the man would bring a woman in the house? Why you don't think his judgment is good enough? Why do you think that her judgment needs to be the final say? Why, if he's a good man, I ain't talking about a trash nigga. I'm talking about a nigga that you said out your mouth is a good nigga and he's a good father.
I don't think
why don't you trust his judgment enough?
Right, I don't think it's about the judgment not being trusted. I think that because the roles have changed, now I'm looking at you in a different light. Now,
what's the light though?
Because the way, the beliefs you have, the way you rear your children, the way you want to rear my children, the way you may talk to my children.
But why do you think
that becomes?
Why you don't think his judgment on all of that you just said is enough? Why do you think
some guys get pussy whipped. Sorry, excuse my language.
But if you've already said of the representation of this man is he's a good man.
Right, but you don't always know people. Father. Sometimes people can seem to be one way and be different later. All I know is I would look at me. I can only speak for me. And people change their colors and spots all the time. You know that to be true.
I don't know about
being
a father.
I'm not talking about Fizz. I'm talking about April.
I don't think that it changes.
Because Monique don't have a problem with Fizz. Monique has the problem with them not communicating to her that they have now changed their relationship. And I think she's in her right to feel that way.
I don't think that's her business.
I do. Because now, just like I said about them kids, now y'all heard me. I ain't gonna say it again.
I don't think it's her business. I think it is. As a man, if you are saying I'm a good man, makes good decisions, and I'm a good father, you should be able to trust my judgment that I'm not gonna bring a woman around my child.
I can trust your judgment. That don't mean I'm trusting her judgment. She's a whole nother being.
My nigga,
like we have children together.
You can sit her down and interview her.
She don't want to sit down. She's trying to do that.
Listen to what I'm saying. You let me finish.
And interview her.
You sit down with her and interview her and rake her up and down with questions and She can answer all that bullshit like we do on job interviews. And I can't wait to work here. You'll be ready to quit in 2 weeks.
Thanks.
So she can sit there and bullshit her in a conversation, and when she walk out the door, still harm the child. So, like, what is your approval? Like,
I mean, it's not about approval. It's just about respect and communication.
I think
if I ask you, are you and the father of my child now in a relationship, and you tell me no, and then a week or however it is long later, y'all are now in a relationship, I think that because I was already asking, I already had concern, that y'all should be talking to me. I didn't say y'all had to come ask me if it's okay. Just let me know that things have changed. That's it. I think it's just a hello, just FYI. It ain't a approval. It ain't a you're a bad person. It's just a FYI. I think that's necessary.
So what if when she asked the first time they weren't in a relationship?
When they decided to be in a relationship, they need to say something.
So they need to call her the next day.
Sometime about I need an update.
No, I need a time.
You ain't gotta call me, text me.
When?
Like if my son, first of all, she didn't even really know nothing until the child came home, because you know children tell it. So they could just once they decide or whatever, they get their little happiness.
A week, a couple days.
I mean, how happy are you when you after that night, the next morning when you come to pick up little Ray Ray? this be like, hey, me and her made it official.
So me and my girl decide to make it official last night, and then I come and pick.
When you next time you come to pick your child up,
I need to let you know I'm in a relationship now with April.
There we go. That sounds feasible. It sounds easy to do too. Like I don't think.
You sound crazy.
How do you sound crazy? I just think it's something you just.
Next morning, I need to let you know.
Well, you gonna see me. You act like you came out your way. You was coming to pick the child up anyway.
You can't dictate when I tell you my business.
Well, I need to know who around my child, and you. Period.
That is what y'all hang.
I need to know who's around the child.
It always goes back to the child, but it don't got nothing to do with the child.
I need to know who's around the child. Period.
Listen to this.
Okay.
Y'all don't be concerned what homeboys be around the kids. That's just
I do.
No,
I think you would.
It ain't no conversation. That's just Uncle what's his name, Uncle him.
Nah,
Uncle
because she already know your friends. She already know the homeboys.
That ain't always
well,
true.
then the ones that's gonna be around my child, I already know. But I mean, because you know your boyfriend.
But you're not grilling him about his friends like you're grilling him about another woman.
Okay, but so as if I was the mother, if my child came home like I met some random person, I would ask him, who's this person you talking about? Not because you got to let me know every person, because my son just came to me like, oh, I met Alan today. I'm like, who is Alan? I'm gonna ask Daddy who's Alan, not because he gotta run it by me, but because I'm interested to know who Alan is now. Like, I don't think it's like a 21 question situation, but
right,
it's like...
But that is because the child came to you and told you he met
Right,
Alan.
exactly.
But you're not proactively saying, I want to meet all your homeboys, it's going to be around mine. But you was proactively say that about a woman.
No. All you have to do is give a hit. When you are in new relationships, because your child is going to be around, and I don't think that you should introduce have your child meeting every single girlfriend. I think it's a lot. I just think it's a lot. Like, I just do. And maybe I'll change my feeling when I have a child, and maybe I won't, because I don't have kids. So I'm just speaking potential here. Right. So my thing is, it's like, I would think that I would want to know if you are in a serious relationship. Like, if you just messing with a chick, like, I don't need to know that girl. But if you are in a relationship and you like, yo, this is a serious situation, like, hey, yo, I'm dealing with such and such. And, because I think if I was in a blended situation where my child is now going to deal with his father, I would think that is important for us to all know, like, mommy's cool with daddy's new mate. And this is a situation, because I believe that children should be included in these processes. Like, and it shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm going over Keisha's house now, and child coming home talking about it in a day, like, yeah, I don't owe you nothing. Like, what? We have a whole shared child. Like, why can't I meet Keisha? I want to meet Keisha.
Yeah, but you don't want to meet Bobby, Ricky, and
I want to meet Bobby, Ricky, them.
No, you're not. But everything you're not as pressed to meet his homeboys.
If he
a homeboy can molest the child too, but y'all not pressed. You're not pressed to find out what the homeboy's background and where they from and their beliefs, and you don't care about none of that shit. Y'all care about it because it's a woman. The care changes because it's a woman. Yeah, but not really though. Anybody.
Not really, because if I'm dealing with if my husband or my boyfriend is like, yo, I'm about to slide by whoever house, Tom's house, and I don't know Tom, and he taking the kid, I'm gonna ask him, who is Tom?
I never said that you would be concerned and ask questions.
Never said that.
What I'm saying is...
What's the difference? That's all I'm asking with her. I'm not saying... No, it's not. That's all I'm asking with old girl.
No, it's not. Marita,
I want to know who Keisha is.
You know how females are. This is
not... But I'm not about to be...
It has nothing about...
I ain't got to grill her out. It ain't even about a grill. I ain't got to ask her no questions. I just want to meet her and feel her energy. That's it.
Right, but you don't want to do that same process with the homeboys. Yo, bring your homeboys through. I need to feel their energy before
them through.
Before they be around my son.
You should bring them through.
No, y'all don't ever say that.
Because he's not about to be over Bryson them house for 10 hours.
Women don't say that ever.
It don't.
I need to meet all your homeboys before they be around my child.
Y'all chilling. My child about to be over Keisha's house, your house. I need to know what's going on.
I don't think a woman has ever said that. Yo, I need to know all your homeboys before they be around my child. I need to meet all of them.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. That's just the homies. You don't care about them niggas. But if that nigga say he got a new girl, you want to know what she believe in, where you from. It's different. You know it's different.
Right.
You know it's different. You know it's different. You know it is. It's not the same. Women do not give a fuck what the homeboys believe in and how they gonna be around the child and all that? Like,
right. Well, I mean,
different. It's different.
I don't know, but I guess it could be.
It's different.
I guess it could be. I mean, traditionally, it's not. It may not be the biggest deal, but I guess it's because you're in more longer quarters, or you're with that person longer than you'll be with the homeboys. So I think because that situation has the potential to now be an active person in my child's life, I think that's why it becomes more of a magnifying light.
No, the homeboy's gonna be around longer than the girl.
Maybe not. Maybe he gonna marry over. That's what I'm saying. It's a serious situation, not just every chick he meet. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, every girl you meet, because every girl you meet, you're not about to introduce your child to.
Right, but the homies been the homies for forever. You just meeting girls. This particular girl you taking serious. Still, the homies was been around. So the homies been around forever. Okay.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's just weird. I think it's weird. I think that women are a little bit possessive over their kids, and the new chick, I think that can be the case. I also think that, you know, but I think that it's like a situation where, you know, I don't know how to explain it. I guess, like, I just feel like, yeah, I think we are a little bit more possessive of our kids when it comes to women, because we know how petty women can be. I think maybe that's what it is.
Oh, it's that mirror coming up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Y'all know how evil other women can be, because y'all evil yourself.
Right.
But yeah, man, it is. I mean, like I said, it's weird, but you know, life is weird. Yeah. You gotta be honest with yourself.
You do, and I mean, like you said, like I was saying, communication is so important. Like, I think but I mean, okay, so let's try this for a second, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say that we have a child together, right? Mm-hmm. And you got a new girlfriend, and my child is around your girlfriend. If I came to you and I called you and I said, look, I wanna know who my child is around, because, you know, I want to feel her energy and make sure she's okay. And I also feel like, you know, I've been petty in my life, and she may be petty towards my child. Would you respect that, or would you be like, oh, you just being extra, and still not? Or would it matter if a woman came and was like truthful, flat honest about their reasons why they want to meet this person? Like, would you respect it more, or would you still feel like it ain't your business?
Anybody that I'm taking serious, I'm gonna allow. I want my child's mother to meet. I don't plan on ever being in that situation. So
right.
Speak
that, right? Because I definitely don't.
But I definitely would, you know, let them meet, of course, because she is owed that. But
yeah.
But I feel like if you're doing it to be petty, and to be catty, then if that's what you're trying to do, and you're trying to sabotage or just trying to be in the way,
yeah, then that's something different. But then I guess you know you're the mother of your child, so you already know that to be the fact before the case. So that may be something that may be the case with Fizz and them. You know,
he tells her every time, if it's not about my child, I don't want to talk to you, because she knows how she flips and twists and holds on to things and makes it about her. And Moniece is a narcissist. Right,
but I do believe that Moniece has been made out to be the bad guy. There has to be the bad guy, and I believe they did that. I mean, don't get me wrong, she showed herself to be very extra in situations, but I do believe that she is made to be the bad guy, and I believe some of her questions, some of her feelings are valid. You know, she just is overboard, so it comes across as annoying.
Yeah, I don't know, she's just a little over the top for me. I know the show would probably paint her to be whatever, but she's giving them that footage.
Right. I'm sure she, you know, helped paint the picture for those checks. But now I believe that now she, you know, don't want to look like a fool no more. Or, you know, she's trying to show like, okay, let me come in a different way, which is why she's leaving. She said she's not returning. So, you know, hey, we wish her luck.
Who cares?
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, but we wish her well.
Speak for yourself. Nah, I don't know Moniece. I don't.
Thank you, everybody say, don't be acting like that. You don't know that lady.
I don't know her. I don't got no ill will to her.
Right. Sounded like you bitter.
Nah, I just don't like crazy women. They aggravate me. Because it's hard for them to be rational, and you can't have conversations with irrational people. It's very frustrating.
She's shown to be rational sometimes, though.
She's more irrational than rational to me, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I don't like irrational people.
I get that,
Because
but
you never. It's just bad.
right.
You ever been like around somebody who's like irrational? Like,
Yeah, it's very hard to deal with.
It's super frustrating to have conversations with irrational people.
Yeah, it's different, but
It's difficult, very difficult.
especially an irrational man. I believe an irrational man is like 10 times worse than an irrational female. Cause y'all kind of expect that from us because we're more emotional than men anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when men are irrational or doing the most, it's like, wow, you really doing all this?
Yeah, I would say it's better. It's well not better, but worse. We're irrational niggas. Yeah. She almost about to get shot through the door. Just rip through that door, yeah, man. Fuck who you want and be happy.
Right, and honestly, like, if y'all gonna do the whole close quarters thing, y'all just gonna have to be proud about it and can't worry about it because people are gonna judge because that's what people do, and you just gotta be happy and just live life.
Just do you.
Cause somebody always gonna be mad.
They always gonna be mad.
Believe that.
Right, so it's been another episode of Lil Fizz and Love and Hip Hop. I don't even really watch that shit. I hate that shit.
I like
Somebody
it.
be making me watch this shit. We ain't gonna point no fingers or
Interesting.
nothing.
You need a little bit of ratchet action.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
I want to get to the point where I don't know nothing about all this stuff, but that'll be later on in
Right.
life.
That's where I want to be. Where I want to be.
I got a friend that really don't know what's going on. Like, never heard of Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, don't know anything. I was like, wow, it's so amazing.
I wish.
Because we the same age. So it's like, what? Like, you really are removed.
I wish I delete
And
all
that's the
that
thing.
shit.
Like, he's an actor. So he can, like, straight up unplug. And I'm like, I can't even do that.
Right. So this has been another episode of the Deeply Opinionated podcast. Appreciate all of the support.
Yes.
When I post this, you guys, we share the link. Send the link to somebody. Like, if you enjoy it, send the link to somebody. Do that for me. I also need y'all to subscribe as well.
Yes. Add your friends in the comments.
Right. Send it off. Send it in the email. Let somebody know.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, this has been another episode of Deeply Opinionated Podcast. We'll see you next time. We both did that last time too.
What is it about?
I don't know. Because the peace sign is so 1999.
It is.